Hello everybody, and in today's video we're back with another Ecpe booster and part 7. It's getting a bit crazy, so without further ado, let's do this thing. First word, mandatory. Not a very nice word. Mandatory means you have to do it. It doesn't matter whether you want to do it, you gotta. So in other words, it's not voluntary. Like here, maybe handing in an assignment or an essay is mandatory, not optional. To be compulsory or not optional. Attending the meeting was mandatory because we will be discussing the future of the company. To abuse, again, another kind of dirty word. So if you abuse something, you're using something in a bad way. So people could abuse their power. People could abuse a dog or something like this, mistreat. So here, this is actually a picture showing domestic abuse. So maybe women hitting men, men hitting women, domestic abuse, not very cheerful. To mistreat or misuse. The boss giving himself a week off is an abuse of power, if you ask me. Domestic abuse is a problem in many countries. To flourish. I love this word. So to flourish means to thrive, to do very well. So a business could flourish. Flowers could flourish under the right conditions. As you see here. Wow, look at that. That definitely doesn't look like my garden. To thrive, or something that is doing very well. The flowers are flourishing in the garden, and my new business is flourishing. To have assets. Now, there's two meanings to this. There are personal assets, which basically means all the positive characteristics you have, like to be loyal, generous, hardworking, all the good stuff you have. These are your personal assets. However, you'll also hear maybe companies talking about their assets, and in this sense, it's what they own. Or if you go to the bank and you ask for a loan, they'll ask you, what assets do you have? The bank is interested, that's right, in how many houses you own, the cars that you drive, and pretty much anything that they can take away from you when you don't pay them. Something you own or a positive characteristic. So the bank asks what assets I have, and my people skills have been a real asset to me. To reimburse someone. So if you're reimbursing someone, you are giving them money for some reason. You are compensating them or paying them. Maybe you're traveling and you want the company to reimburse your travel expenses. Okay? An airplane, I have no idea why there's an airplane there. Oh yes, that's right, my example. Okay, to repay, remunerate is another word that you will definitely see in the Ecpe. They love this word. And to compensate. I hope they reimburse you for your travel expenses. So you were paying for all your flights and everything out of your own money, and when you get back, you're hoping that your boss is going to reimburse you or remunerate you. Oh, nice word. To be infallible. In short, infallible means you are never wrong. As you can see here, there's someone taking a lie detector test. It was once believed that these machines were infallible. You could never trick them and they were never wrong. However, recently, people have started to doubt this, and apparently now you can actually train yourself, albeit extremely difficult to do so, but you can train yourself to fool them, or at least some people can. You never make errors. So infallible, you never make errors. Fallible, you make them all the time. This computer software is said to be infallible. Never wrong. To grasp something. Again, beautiful little word. two straight meanings here as well. So to grasp something literally can mean to hold tightly. So if you're grasping like this guy, he doesn't want to let go of that rope. It's not a very bright thing to do. He's grasping onto it, holding tightly. A baby may grasp onto the hand of its mother. Or grasp can also mean to understand something, like your brain can grasp something, it understands it. So hold tightly or understand. He grasped onto the rope as hard as he could, and I still can't grasp algebra. No joke, I can't. To indulge in something. Yeah. To indulge in means you're spoiling yourself, you're treating yourself, or kind of participating in something that maybe you shouldn't. Like this. Now that looks like fun. Whoever they are, oh wow, those king prawns, woo, nice. They are indulging, for sure. Wow, there's squid and everything there. Seafood special. Anyway, to treat yourself. People often indulge themselves over the Christmas period, for sure. To be subject to. Now this is a real tricky one. The reason why is it can be used, it's a very flexible word, let's say. So for example here, prices are subject to change. It's showing here that maybe they're going to change, and as I've said here, likely to, but it's also got many other meanings. Like the subject of a country, he's a French subject, means he's French, he comes from France. Or if you're subject to the laws of a country, like for example, if you're living in Germany, you are subject to German law. It can be used like this: a school subject, maths, physics, chemistry, yada yada yada, and it's subject to change, as I've said here, likely to change. So it's a tricky little word. There's no real synonym that I can give you for one definitive meaning. To be cumbersome. This is a good one. So if you're traveling and you have a really, really big suitcase like this one, hopefully you won't have to travel inside it, but if it's cumbersome, it is large and clumsy, hard to maneuver. So my suitcase is so cumbersome, I can't even get it into the car. They love this word. I see this all the time, and it is a beautiful word, cumbersome. I always think of cucumber for some reason. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching this video. If you want more vocabulary, and of course you do, you should watch the Proficiency Black series. There's some tough words in there about a wide variety of subjects, and all of these subjects are very common in ECP, especially this one, in the courtroom. Thanks for watching. Bye.